You open that window again? Oh my gosh. Oh. Hmm. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Bastards! Food Talk TV time is here. Mm. Mm. Oh, that was good. I enjoyed that. Linda has joined. Iowa Mama, hey, call me. I'm guessing call me Birdie. Iowa Mama in the house. How you doing? Call me Birdie. I thought so. I fucking thought so. Always catching me out. Always catching me out. Anyway, welcome. Good morning. Tis me. I thought I saw you live this morning. Must have been late for you guys. Because I was getting ready to go to the gym. I was getting late. I was late to the gym. And I was heading to the gym. And I saw you live. And I went, ooh, what's she doing? And then there was this warning sign at the bottom. So I think they're doing something dodgy. They're doing something dodgy. Why is there a warning sign on this live? There's no warning signs for Food Talk TV, and there's no warning signs, unfortunately, for Yorkshire Indian. I don't know why. Oh, you weren't live? I'm sure you were live. It might have been forged. My apologies. I'm not insinuating that you do anything, untowards with your lives, Like I am on only curries. That's what I'm on. Zumi, no need to apologize. I really go like, okay, no problem. So whoever has joined, this is Food Talk TV. As you can see at the top, it says Food Talk TV. Who's the guy? The guy is, my name is Yorkshire Indian, and I am a chef that specializes in Indian cuisine. Curries, you American guys, curries, curry, you call them curries? You call them curries, man? What do you call them, man? You call them curries over there? Or do you call it butter chicken? Butter chicken. That's all I hear. Hey, God knows I had a butter chicken, man. Butter chicken. God damn it, butter chicken. You gotta try it, man. No, we don't have to try butter chicken all the time. There's many other dishes. And one of them being, today, I'm going to make Palak Gosht. Palak Gosht. What is Palak? Palak is spinach. Gosht is meat. What meat did I get? I bought some mutton. So I got some mutton here that I washed. Oh, he's heavy. There's a lot, though. There's about 2 kilo of some boneless. Can you see mutton? Some boneless, some on the bone. So it gives a nice little taste to whatever I'm going to cook, the way I'm going to stew it. And what I'm going to do is to speed things up. I'm going to cook it in this big pot. Morning, Sind. Sind, you coming in, man? Come on, Sind. Get an invite going and I'll get you in. Oh, there she is. Well, Sind is my sidekick. When she's not driving around looking for a garage for new talent, she sometimes helps me with my life. Good afternoon, Bella Bobs. How you doing? Trini in the house.
Good morning, buddy.
How you doing? You okay?
I'm good. I'm a little under the weather, but how are you? I missed you. I haven't seen you. I've been with you.
You seen what?
I haven't seen you.
It's been a while, hasn't it? It's been about 4 or 5 weeks we haven't been together. 4 or 5 weeks. Kaz, you're gonna lose your subscription benefits soon if you don't sort your shit out, mate. It says it on the screen.
How have
It's
you
been about 4 or
been?
5 weeks because I took that week off and then you took the 3 weeks off doing
I
whatever
took
you were
2 weeks.
doing. And then
2 weeks.
nice and sunny here. It's really sunny there. I should be in the garden, but you know what? Food Talk TV is life.
I
Food Talk
know.
TV is life now.
That's
Yeah,
right.
oh my God, Kaz, get with it. Get with it, Kaz. I mean, Kaz, you're going to lose your subscription benefits. How are you expecting others to subscribe if you can't sort your shit out, man? You know what I mean? Sort it out, pal. Anyway, Thank you for the guys who joined. Thank you for the likes. Don't forget, if you're getting bored,
What's up,
just get
brother?
your thumbs like that and go.
You've always
But I'm
been
going to
live.
pass you on. Cooking with Herb 97. That I'm going to pass you on to Sind. What I'm going to do is, Sind,
Yes.
before I pass you on, shall I quickly tell you what I'm going to make and how I'm
Yes.
going to make it?
Wait,
Right.
let me write it down.
So
I'm
I've
ready
got a
for
big
you.
pot there. Can you see the size of that pot?
Yes.
That's a big pot. Now, I'm making mutton today. Now, mutton in this will take about 2.5 hours. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do all the prep and all the prelim cooking in here, get it to a stage. And when I've got it to a stage, I'm going to call in this big boy. And this big boy is a pressure cooker. Now, I know what you're saying. Why don't you just cook it all in here? I like this pot because it's wider. As you can see, it's got wider surface area. It's got a larger surface area so I can cook the meat a little bit more evenly. Whereas when I transfer it to here, we'll bang it in here for 20-25 minutes. We'll do some questions and answers. And then if we're lucky, I'm going to call my missus down and we're going to make some bhature. So she's made some dough, which is a really kind of soft bread dough. Can you see? Made with milk and self-raising flour.
Okay.
And it's really spongy. And what we're going to do is we're going to fry that to make it a puri. But the puri is actually a Punjabi one called bhatura. It's a nice fried, leavened kind of bread, but it's leavened in the fryer. And it's once in a blue moon food. It's not every day. For some people eat bhatura every day. Some people eat it twice a week. We have it once in a blue moon because, you know, some Indian foods are kind of rich and can be oily, etc. They're no good to have every day, but a lot of Indians do. We don't, because obviously we're westernized. You know, we're here. We have all these kind of world foods, not just Indian food, and we like to do everything in moderation as well, just like any normal people would. So over to you, and I think Kaz might join later. I'm not sure if Kaz is on there. He may have an announcement. I'm not too sure. I haven't discussed it with him, but I'll wait for his sign or prop or whatever he wants to say. And then if he is, Sind, you don't mind, we'll just let him in later on. Later on, not now. Not now. Let him struggle for now.
Bernie said cat the subscription.
So yeah, so I'm going to do everything from scratch. It might go over the hour, which is fine.
Okay.
Because it is a lot of meat, and I'll show you the meat I just showed you just before you turned up.
I saw
2
it.
kilogram. 2 kilogram of mutton, and this mutton, some of it is boneless. You see that lovely red mutton. Now people are saying, why mutton? Mutton works really well with Indian food, especially when you stew it, especially when you slow cook it. It absorbs because it has a neutral flavor. It's like a bland flavor basically. But it's an older meat. It's an older animal. It's a very mature kind of plain taste, plain flavor. It absorbs a lot of those spices, whereas lamb has a distinctive flavour. Lamb, you don't really need to do too much to lamb. You put a bit of salt, a bit of pepper. Thank you for the gifts. Cooking with her, thank you. But I'm going to let Sind you take over. And if anybody's there, is it going to be mutton tariwala? No, it's going to be mutton palak. So I've got some palak. Palak is spinach. So I've got some fresh spinach there that I've washed. It's just,
Ooh, that
can you see that? So I've got some spinach there. I'm going to throw that in. So I'm just going to get ready with my ginger garlic. So while you're talking, I'll crack on with this. We'll quickly do this ginger garlic. And you carry on.
Well, you've been live for like almost 10 minutes, but welcome to Food Talk TV Live, where they go live every day and they have a host, a chef that cooks every day. You can find their meals, their recipes on their website on FoodtokTV.com. And then if you would like to join, just go ahead and hit that button and Adrian will reach out to you. This is Bobby. He is your host, the Yorkshire Indian. And I'm Cindy. I'm his conversation. We do this every Saturday. Well, mostly every Saturday. We've both been absent for a minute, but it's okay. We're here for you. Go ahead and participate. Ask your questions. And I don't have to tell you what to do. Like, share. Let's get this to the For You page. Awesome. So go ahead, Bobby. We are making what? What is it? Mutton?
Mutton. So we're making Palak Gosht. So what we like to do is we like to name it. So basically, spinach mutton spinach. That's what we're going to
Mutton
call it.
spinach.
Nice and easy. Gosht is meat. Basically, it's a word for meat. So we're making spinach and meat curry. That's what we're making. And this pot, actually, this is obviously, yeah, I'm going to have some. My son's going to have some. But really, I'm making this for my brother. That I did make him. He lives in Leeds. He lives about 20 miles away from me. So I'm making this for him, and I actually made one on Tuesday night. I made a lamb version of this, but I ended up eating it myself.
Okay.
And the reason, not because I was hungry and I'm a starver and I'm, one of those Indian givers, not one of those styles. What it was is because of, I didn't want to put it in the freezer. I didn't get a chance to go and see him in Leeds, so obviously it was in the fridge, and I went, well, I might as well eat it. You don't want it to go off, do you? Put all that graft in and it goes off. So in here's garlic. I'm going to put some chilies. The wife didn't like it. No, she doesn't like meat. She don't like meat. She don't like meat anyway. But I think that's for you.
I have a question, Bobby. I have a question. So if mutton is not lamb, is mutton sheep meat?
That's right, yeah, mutton is sheep. So lamb, you have grades of lamb. So obviously, not ages of lamb, you have grades of lamb. So lamb's up to about 6 months, you're getting into like a spring lamb version. And then you get an older lamb up to between 6 months and a year. Which starts kind of like going from like a sweeter meat into a more of a mature meat, but still has a lamb distinctive flavor. Anything over a year, it becomes sheep, right? So basically, any sheep is mutton, but then you've got like a 2-year-old, 3-year-old, 4-year-old, 5-year-old. And then even with lamb, you have gradings like grade A, grade B, grade C, bit like chickens, bit like eggs, for example. So eggs, you'll have, just imagine you have A-class eggs, which are organic. Right. So the chickens run free, they only have organic feed. They're allowed to roam wherever they want to roam. They like to eat the grass or whatever they want to eat, and the eggs are going to be good quality because they're happy chickens. And then let's just say battery chickens that are just put in a cage and just lay eggs all day and have no exercise. They're going to be C-rated eggs. They're not going to be the best quality, but they're still eggs. Same as lamb. Lamb, obviously, you're running around the fields like they're supposed to. Like most animals are supposed to, have fun. Not be reared to just knowing that they're going to die or they're locked up. You should allow them to, to roam the fields, live a life like a calf or like a cow or like a goat or whatever. And then you have these different gradings of lamb as well. So lamb A would be running around the fields eating wholesome foods, and then lamb C would be don't even see the daylight, it's locked up all the time, blah, 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 blah. It's just churn them and churn them. The quality meat's not going to be as good. Hey, country! Eric, how you doing, man? You all right? Thanks for the message. Thanks for the message.
Let's see who's in here. Birdie's in here. They call her Birdie. Let's see who else is in here. Let's welcome them all in.
Yeah, call the names out. Do an introduction. Ask people where they're from.
Yes.
It's interesting to know, and I can hear you quite clearly now. So I'm just going to crack on with this. Eric's part of, country's part of the announcement.
Yes, he's a part of the food talk.
Yeah, I will do. I'm not too sure about what Kaz is saying about anything, so I won't say anything.
He just told me to turn on my camera. That's all. So I turned on my camera. Oregon Family's here. Oregon Family. October Dragonfly is here. Country Eric, I love you. I miss you. Birdie is here. Welcome in. Bella Bops. What's up, girl?
Bella Bops in the house. Birdie's in the house.
Here.
They're not fucking about, man. They're not fucking about.
Who else is here? Cooking with. Oh my God, I need my glasses. Where's my glasses? Cooking with Herb is here.
Cooking with Herb. I like the Jamaican little string to it. We got a bit of herb.
Oh yeah,
Cooking
he's Jamaican.
Herb.
All right, welcome in. Kaz, of course, our Kaz is our fearless leader. He's in here. If you have any questions about Food Talk TV, he can answer them as well. He's in the comments. Well, I'm sorry.
Welcome, Kaz. Welcome. Welcome to the Food Talk TV show.
Trini is in here. Good morning.
What we're making Palak Gosht.
You got my attention, Bobby. What is that?
This, I'm just grinding some ginger, garlic, and chilies.
Okay.
Can you see that? Look at that.
Yes,
Nice,
sir,
bro.
we can.
Nice.
And Mighty Warrior is in here. And Dr. Shay's in here. How are you? What are you doing this evening?
Right.
Go ahead, everybody tell us where you're from.
On the road.
I'm in Ohio, but I'm from Miami.
Dr. Shivangi, namaste ji. How are you doing? Welcome back.
You guys
I hope you are well.
Over 10,000 likes, and thank you for.
I am good, thank you.
She says she's good. And yourself?
I am good, thank you. As you can see, I'm making some meat, gosht banana gosht, palak gosht. I think Dr. Shivangi says she's vegetarian, no? Sorry, I'm late today. Don't worry, Sin just walked in whenever she wanted as well. Don't worry about time.
Listen, that's not true because it hit 11 o'clock. You are already live. You were already live. You beat me to the punch.
So, Sind, ask anybody if they've got any questions while I'm doing it. This is a good opportunity because obviously I have somebody now to read those questions. And make sure we don't miss any of these comments. Because you know how they get. They get
questions in the comments. I will read them to Bobby.
He's making my comment. He's ignoring me. I'm not fucking ignoring anybody. I'm trying not to chop my fucking fingers. That's all. So I've got Sind here now. Sind will help me. Sind, read. Fucking read. Ask them if they want.
They're not asking any questions yet. It's today's. My warrior. Yes, we've all saw the video where the wife. You cut your
my ass. She did it.
Yes,
she did it again this morning. She's obsessed.
She loves you.
She's obsessed, man.
You cut yourself last week? She's a vegetarian.
I cut myself last week. Yeah, I did. I cut myself last week.
And Dr. Shah.
But you know the worst thing about it? Do you know where I cut myself? Years ago, I bought a second place, second business.
That wasn't for you, Bobby.
I was leading from the kitchen. Namaste to Babiji. Thank you, Dr. G. She's going to be here in a bit. She's going to make some bhature for us. So you're all going to see bhature. So yeah, I sharpened this knife to like perfection. I mean, it was just a blade. It was just sharpening. And I was chopping these onions. And literally, I cut my finger from my knuckle. I know it's a bit of a geary story. From my knuckle to my fingernail, basically really fast, like super sharp. And I didn't see anything on there. So I went running to the sink, like you do, and got cold water tap and started washing. And then I looked and it was all like white. And then actually you could see the bone. Oh! All the way from the knuckle, all the way there, you could see my bone. And basically, I went back to the chopping board and literally, not the finger from the bone, but like all the flesh that I'd taken off was on the chopping board. So obviously, I had to get it all sorted out. And then what they did was they did a skin graft. I don't know if you can just about see that little shiny line.
Yes, sir.
Can you see that shiny line?
Yes.
So what they did is they took a skin graft from there and put it on my finger, and then what they did was I said, "Are you going to put me to sleep?" They went, "No, we're just going to inject you. It's up to you if you want to watch." So I watched them do the operation on my finger because they just made my arm really numb and I couldn't feel a thing. So like it was like an out of body experience when I'm watching them take the skin graft here, take the skin, and then place it on here, then sew all the way around, and it never kind of dried right. But what I did last week, I cut the skin graft. So I cut the actual part where my skin was grafted on. So anyway, these are part and parcel of working in the kitchen, working with utensils, working with sharp knives. I'm working with a relatively new knife as well. I'm not really that used to the weight. This is quite sharp. I'm not used to the weight so much now. Maybe I should just use my normal knives. But I was just like up and down, and I think I just did it too fast and literally just cut my finger.
Eric
But
says, do it
it just goes to
again.
show anybody can do it. Anybody can do it. It's
Eric
not an
says-
embarrassing thing. It just happens.
Eric says if you do it again, he has some fat I can get rid of for you. He said, I got you. And Dr.
He has
Shea
some
said,
what?
he says, if you do it again, I have some fat I can get rid of. So he'll donate fat to you. And Dr. Shai says Gordon Ramsay cut his finger on the Ellen show while he was
There
cooking.
you go. There you go. I mean, it happens. It was like, it's
all the time, Birdie.
you know, I don't really know any chefs or any tandoor chefs that didn't burn their hand or cut their finger or do something silly, you know, put oil on their finger or hand or whatever. I've seen loads of incidents and accidents and got used to it. It's just one of those things, really. So, right, let's get the show on the road. So you can do a quick intro while I'm chopping these. Yeah, can you see there? You can see the board, can't you? So, so my job here is not to chop my fingers.
I did it too one time working in the airport for a sandwich shop. The bagel was cold and the knife was sharp. And I tried to open the bagel with the knife and it chopped off the tip of my finger. And I still have it. It's here on my. You still have it. The piece of thing that was missing. Obviously, if you can hear me, this is FoodtokTV live, where they go live every day and stuff. And every day we have a host that cooks for you. And if you can go to our website at FoodtokTV.com, you'll find all the recipes. You'll find all the creators that are attached. They are an agency, and if you would like to get, go ahead and hit that button on their website, and an agent will reach out to you. He's just making sure y'all can hear me. Okay. And today, I like today's meat mutton. I've never seen mutton cooked, except for on Minecraft. You want to know why you made that face, Bobby, while you were chopping the onions.
Say that again?
She wants to know why you made that face while you were chopping the onions.
Because I was looking.
Oh, you're about to
and
cry?
I was looking, and I was cringing. I'm like, don't chop your finger.
Dr. Shea said her cousin sat on top of a hot grill made with coal one time.
Oh, I've seen it all. I mean, you know, I used to have a restaurant with 2 tandoors. I've had friends of mine who were messing about in the kitchen, and they're not even chefs. They shouldn't have even been there. And ended up pushing one of them. And as I pushed him, you know, to stop his fall, he put his hands out like you do on a wall or whatever, and he went straight into the clay oven, you know, with his hands, and burnt his hands. I'm like, and the clay oven runs at about 350 degrees C, 360, you know. And he wasn't too happy. He thought I did it deliberately. I didn't do it deliberately. It's just one of those things. Right.
I have a question. What seasoning did you just throw in the pot?
Well, these are spices, because what it is, I've already got some spices here. I've done some green cardamom, black cardamom. I put some mace in there. I put some cloves in there, some cumin in there, and some bay leaves. Roasted them and grinded them. Can you see? So in here, just for the oil, just to temper the oil, I put some black cardamom. I put a few bay leaves and a few cloves and some green cardamom. That's it. So we're going to go in with some mustard oil here.
All right.
I don't know. I'm just going to take this off because
Birdie says she's waiting on you to wear a shirt with sleeves.
Do my hairy arms offend you?
No, show the muscles. Show the guns, Bobby.
I don't have any muscles at the moment. They're just.
Okay. I saw the video you made, sir.
I've been every day for the last 7 weeks. And this week I felt a bit ill. I don't know if it was COVID or something. And I just felt really weak on my body. And then I know, because of my age as well, to skip the gym. And I just didn't have the energy to skip the gym, to go to the gym. And I had to work. But I don't really have any muscles. I mean, you can see. It's not
look at him showing. I look at him. I really
not really
don't
much going on, you know.
Birdie said she didn't know mustard oil was a thing. He always cooks with mustard oil. Every time I come in, I
mustard oil a lot, Birdie. Birdie, this is edible mustard oil, so I'll show you which oil I use.
I got muscle too. Look, Bob. Bobby.
Whoa, I seen that. I seen
That's
your hip
that.
hop
Okay,
videos.
look.
I
That's
seen your hip
protein.
hop videos. This is edible
Hey,
mustard oil. The other mustard oil is to polish on your head and stuff in your hair, but this is edible. So I use edible. Right,
his
let's get
arms
in
are
with this. I'm just going to
distracting.
switch this extraction. She might not hear me for 2 seconds. Let's get this
Okay.
right high. We want to get this ball rolling now. So everything's going to
Birdie
start moving fast.
Birdie says she doesn't pay attention to you cooking. Your arms distract her.
Birdie!
Technical
Birdie, birdie,
difficulties. He's
birdie.
cooking. That's why you can't hear him.
What kind of birdie?
Please don't forget to continue tapping
Oh,
that
birdie,
like.
bucket.
Probably at 9.8 in likes. Go ahead and share it out to 5. At least people. Go ahead and put your comments in the chat. So this way we can read them. If you have any questions for Bobby, I'll read them to him. Kira means diamond. I didn't know that.
Right, what else needs chopping now? So what I'm going to do is these spices, I'm just going to enhance them with some dry spices, because these are the grinded ones. I just want to add a little bit of, just a bit of garam masala, just for flavour, a bit of coriander powder, and a bit of cumin powder, and then just some extra Kashmiri chili, because there's going to be 2 kilos in there. So we want it to be spicy, although I've got green chilies in. And I'll put some haldi as well. So that's quite a lot of spices, but don't forget there's 2 kilo, and there's some spinach going in there as well.
Love spinach.
So what we're going to do is we're going to get these to nearly brown. Add the ginger garlic. So we're going to have plenty of time here for questions and answers. And then I'm going to try and get the missus down and make some, she's going to make some bhature, like I said, out of that dough.
Yes, bring the missus down so this way she sees that I stopped traveling.
I'm just having some technical difficulties here, so I'm just going to return and invite you back on. So keep an eye out. With Kaz in the house. Welcome back, guys. Welcome back. Hurry up, Saint. You're late again, man. So welcome back. Don't forget the Celtic coastal salt. Yeah, we've got loads of that. Salt isn't going in yet. The salt's not going in yet. Let me get Sind back on. I don't know where Sind is. Where is she? She's not on yet. Sorry about that, guys. I don't know what's happening with FoodtokTV or with TikTok or with whoever. But the show must go on. Yeah, Celtic Coastal, I just found out they're coming to America as well. So I'm having a word with the guy who owns it and possibly help him reach out to a few people. Kashmiri, absolutely not yet though. Too early. Too early. Too early, but Kashmiri is definitely going in. Meti is going to go really nice with the palak, that's especially. Hey, I'm back. Put an invite in there, man. Come on, Sin. Oh, there, I'll invite you. Well, welcome back to FoodtokTV. You've got Sin hitting the in my box. She's going to be in my box. She loves me.
In his box.
Sin. Can I hear you?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yes, I can. I can hear you loud and clear now.
I can see you as well. Just about see you. Our
You
mom, Birdie in the house.
What's up, Baba Bob?
You can't leave
I'm
me like
sorry.
that. Well, sorry about that. It did work. You know, what can you do?
So anybody have any questions for Bobby? on what we're
Yeah,
cooking.
some cooking, I mean, some questions.
She said, "You can't leave me like that."
Come on, man, questions. So while I'm doing this, you can see the onions browning. You see, evenly. We don't want to burn them. You want to moderate the heat. And I'm going to make this the way I always make meat. I'm not going to fully brown these onions. I'm going to throw the meat in, and then we're going to seal the meat till it changes color. Then I'm going to add the ginger garlic. We're going to do a nice little tadka, and then we'll throw it over with the tomatoes. Once all the spices are mixed, I'm going to convert it into the pressure cooker. The pressure
Bella
cooker.
Bobs wants to know if you're adding any ghee today to the food.
Sorry?
Bella Bobs wants to know.
No ghee today. It's just mustard oil. Just nice little bit of mustard oil. I mean, really, for this amount. See, mutton's quite fatty anyway, so it should be. That is from shoulder and from leg.
I have a question. Is mutton chewy? Is it a chewy meat? Like it's not tough. Like it's a chewy?
Thank you, Kaz, for the gifts. Kaz, have you subscribed? Don't forget you can subscribe. You can join the Food Talk TV team on this TikTok live, so you'll be notified.
Bobby, can you hear me? Bobby, is the meat chewy?
Not the way I make it.
Okay.
It'll be chewy now because it's raw.
Well, yeah, it's raw. You're not cooking it. Birdie said.
No, the meat won't be chewy.
Birdie said the only question she has for you is, do you own any long sleeve shirts?
Do I own it? Yeah, of course I do. I'm very professional, you know. I have shirts and suits and all kinds of things.
I would love to see you in a suit. I would love to see you.
You never seen me in a suit? You never seen me in a suit? Well, you see me in a suit. I'm going to a wedding in May. I'm going to a gala black tie event in August, so you might see it in a couple of months.
Are you going to be cooking?
I'm not dairy to wear white. I don't really like wearing much white. I've got a couple of white tops, but I tend to wear kind of black or different colors. I don't like to wear white. As you know, I'm a bit messy. I'm a messy eater. And I'm just messy in general. Even like I'll drink coffee and I'll go like that and I'll miss my lip and it'll go down my bottom, you know? And my missus always tells me off.
Will you be cooking at any of these venues? Like the wedding, the gala?
No. I'm just going as a guest.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I guess. It's not a catering, you know. If I was cooking, I wouldn't be wearing a suit, would I?
No. Okay. Well, I don't know. Man. I thought you were already going to have the food prepared, and then you go.
Right, I'm going to turn this right up. We're going to go in with the meat. Straight in. Look at all that meat. Can you see the meat? Look at all that. There's some big pieces in there. Look at that. So what we're going to do is now, about 4 or 5 minutes, I'm going to seal all this till it changes colour. And then I'm going to go in with my normal, with my ginger garlic and all the bits and pieces. Just flat out ignoring you. Sorry, I'm not ignoring anybody.
You're not yeah, we know.
Sim's supposed to be reading the bastard comments. Fucking Nelson, get on with the bastard.
I'm trying to. There's someone that came in here.
Problem is, I can't even hear you. Maybe I need to start wearing headphones or something, you know?
I know you can't hear me. That's why I was like, okay, he can't hear.
Yeah, it's because, like I said, I've got this little gizmo that's gone into where the speaker is. And it's a Bluetooth for this.
Oh,
and then obviously that's blocking some of the sound as well, unfortunately.
Someone said the same thing last night. I know. But if I speak in caps, he's going to think I'm yelling at him. Go ahead, so now you throw in the meat. How long does that take once you throw it in and you cook it?
This,
you begin to sing. Yes, sir.
I'm just going to change colour. I've got it on full heat. About 4 or 5 minutes it's going to take. So we want that moisture, want that moisture to retain inside the meat, and it kind of like you're flashing the flesh on the outside. Once you flash it in a high heat, this is why I'm only moving it about bit by bit. If I just kept stirring it and stirring it and stirring it, what would happen is the base of the pan would get too cool. And once it's too cool and the meat touches it, what happens? All the moisture starts coming out, and then you'll have a lot of moisture come up that's being released from the meat, and then it'll start broiling rather than frying. What I'm trying to do is fry it, a bit like you would do pan-fried steak.
Right.
If you pan-fried a steak and the pan was too cool and you had it on a low heat, it wouldn't have the same frying effect. A lot of moisture would start coming out, and you wouldn't be left with the right texture. So this is a secret to keep this pan nice and hot. Only turn it a couple of times so it stays hot. If you just keep turning it and turning it, the cold pieces will cool the base down, and it just releases too much moisture.
Birdie wants to know.
Is flashing also searing? Yes, you know when you flash something, searing's the same thing. So, for example, pan-fried liver. All you need to do is you need to flash it for about a minute on each side, and you're done if the quality is good. But flashing is very similar to searing. It's the same process. Yes.
I have a question for everybody in the comments. Who likes liver? Now I have a question for people in the comments. Who likes liver? I don't. I've tried it. I don't like liver. What he says no. It's the same process. I don't like liver.
The liver is evil. It must be punished. Whoa.
Birdie says she has trauma from liver.
You have trauma from liver. Trauma to your liver. More like Birdie.
I think we've all given trauma to our liver. We did that at the same time. We did that at the same time. Welcome in if you're just joining us or just passing through. This is FoodtokTV Live. This is Bobby, your host. I'm Cindy, your commentator. Go ahead and check out.
I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah. Bingo.
Share like the live. Share like, oh,
We're
wow.
going to ask any bloody questions now.
Yep.
We'll start asking the questions. Anyway, thank you very much for the likes, guys. Thank you very much for tapping the pocket.
We need to try to get it up to 10K.
Thank you very much for the shares. Thank you very much. You know, God bless you all. Fried onions with liver. Oh, very nice. Calves liver. So nice. Oh, this reminds me, my son told me to get some liver and kidneys, and I forgot. But they didn't have any anyway, so I could clearly see that. So can you see it's kind of changed colour? From that kind of like burgundy blood color to like a light brown. Can you see?
Yes.
Change color. Yes. So there's still a couple of pieces. You just got to make sure it's fully sealed. So I'm going to make sure there's no moisture. There's no moisture in there. So nothing's released whatsoever, which is exactly what I want. We all know at 18. Yeah, don't worry about that. That's not a problem. We're doing this. We're doing it for the YouTube as well. Many people might join in later, but we're gonna have a party anyway, man. Party, man. Party, people. Party. Put some music on. See, goddamn, let's do it, man.
Birdie said the important people are here.
That's how you guys get down, isn't it? Is this how you get down?
No, I want you to do the dance that they recorded you doing while you
get down.
Do the dance that they did with the recording. Do the dance.
I can get down. I can get down as well. Birdie, I'm not acting weird. I'm just fucking mimicking you bastards. That's what I'm doing.
Thank you, Dr. King, for that hashtag for you page. Yes. Yes. And share the live. Share the live. Remember, he restarted, so we have to go back up. We got to try to get these likes back up to 10K to get it to the For You page.
Yeah, man. Imitation is the same form of flying. Oh, dear.
Let's go ahead. Let's share. So how are you feeling now, Bobby?
Am I what?
How are you feeling now?
Yeah, a lot better. Like I said, I went back to the gym yesterday. I was feeling a bit wobbly, and I thought, go on, I'll have half a session, see how it goes. And ended up having a full session, and I felt really, really good. And then I went again today, and I did legs today, legs and biceps, really, really good. but I did lots of skipping afterwards and lots of stretching. A bit of yoga, a bit of some moves and stuff. It was nice, really good, really good. Feel good.
Good. You let out stress.
Feel good. Feeling old. You know, I'm getting old. But
I got muscles here
they
and
did
then down
say
here.
they did warn you, don't get old. But having said that, if I knew I was going to get this old when I was 21, I'd have probably looked after myself a bit more. You know.
Yeah, that's really good. That's really good. I like that. I was gonna get this old,
Right, in with the ginger, garlic, all that stuff that I... Look at that, look at that. Oh my gosh. So we're going to fry this off. Let's get it all out. Where's my spatula, mate? I need a spatula.
2020. Girl,
Look at that. Oh, the smell of that is wonderful.
it looks like it smells good. That you're putting in looks like a Spanish recaito or sofrito.
It's very, so you took the words right out of my mouth. It's very similar, yeah. Basically, it's like a ginger, garlic, and chili mix that I've just blended together.
I think every ethnicity has that type of seasoning. Like if you go to Mexico or you go to the Caribbean, everybody has that one that add it to everything.
Well, 100%. I mean, like I say, you've got to understand chilies. We had chilies, but certain things, type family of peppers, there was no such thing in India. It came from South America. You know, a lot of stuff like potato. Potato came from South America to India about 550 years ago. I was like shocked when I heard that. You know, I didn't really know that. I was shocked growing up because the reason I was shocked because there's so many dishes with potato in Indian cuisine.
Oh man. But I'm gonna tell you truthfully, Bobby, I've had those days where that's all we had was potatoes and we made potatoes in every sort of way and it keeps you full. I'm gonna ask her.
I mean, because it's a poor man's food, you know.
Yes.
And you can grow it really easily. These are just plum tomatoes that I'm just basically blitzing up a bit, so they're broken down. And I used it in the same blender as the ginger garlic, so I can wash up the rest of that ginger garlic as well. Happy days. Just gonna get this. Right, let's get this fried up. Oh, so now because it's an older, blander meat, it does take a long time to cook. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cook the spices, the tomato. Bobby could have a 30-minute convo with himself.
That's not true. That's not true. I was responding to Birdie. And so because you were talking, I didn't want
to check if that was my wife messaging that.
Oh, no. Are you adding anything else like a side dish to this, Bobby?
But it wasn't a convo. I thought I was talking about potatoes. Anyway, never mind.
Bobby, are you adding anything else to the side dish?
Our combo. Yeah, so like things like potato, I couldn't believe that it wasn't a national vegetable from India. It came from South America. I was shocked. And there's a lot of chilies that came, a lot of peppers that came that we use. We just worked out how to use them properly. That's all.
But potatoes, I've used potatoes and it's a poor man's meal. Sorry. It is a poor man's meal, the potatoes.
Yeah, well, it's poor man's food. I mean, look at Ireland. If you go to Ireland, you know,
potatoes and cabbage.
You go to the average Irish house today, even the ones that live in England or live in Scotland or whatever, they'll have a sack of potatoes in the larder in the pantry. They'll have a sack, a big, you know, the 20 kg one.
Yeah.
They'll have a big sack because they have so many dishes with potato. It's not. You just said the Irish have a big sack. Yeah, well, there you go. It's not just mashed potato or, you know, roast potato. They have so many dishes with potato. It's shocking. There is so many. Because obviously we know about the potato famine, we know about history, we know a lot of people died You know, they were starved out, and potato
wow.
was literally at that time the only staple they had. It was the go-to,
That's what Bella
and they
Bob
learned
said.
so much to make the most of it. You know, just like they call in America, they call certain dishes slave foods because it, you know, like ribs and stuff like that. They call them like from the slave trade. They were handed scraps almost, and they took those kind of scraps and made it into some serious
meal.
kind of food because it had to last and had to go around. You know, very very similar
In
thing.
India, Bobby, I have a question for you. Coachy, welcome in. I have a question for you.
Go on.
What is the staple food of India then?
The staple food.
His wife is texting him. He'll be right back.
I tried to put a screenshot in it, so I'm trying to delete the screenshot. Country, how you doing? Country, you gotta say hello to Country. You gotta give Country the props, man. Hey, Country. Country's a bit busy at the moment. He's going outside counting his barbecues, making sure none have gone missing. He's like 39, 40, 41, 40. Where's my 40-second fucking barbecue gone, man? God damn it. Where's it gone, man? God damn. Then he goes to his missus. Oh, missus, I need another barbecue, man. I'm going to the Home Depot to get a barbecue, man. I'll be back in an hour. Hey, Country, how many fucking barbecues you need, man?
Country, we love when you come in here. Bobby, what's the staple
Country,
food?
man. We love Country. Country's lost count. He's gonna have to go back and start counting again.
Bobby, what's the staple food?
1, 2, 3.
Yeah,
I'd love to go live. I'll have to come to America and start doing lives. Wheat and millets. Yeah, anything to do with like suji and. The problem with India, which I was going to go back before Country. Hi, Country. Is the vastness, the size.
Okay.
You know, and obviously the provincial, what grows where.
Right.
So certain things grow, the soil levels are different, the mineral levels are different in the soil, the natural ingredients will be different. So what you'll get in the north won't necessarily grow in the south, or what you get in the south won't grow in the north. And in the middle of India and the edges of India, there's certain different flowers, pulses, you know, but it's usually poor man's food, and it's usually veggies and flowers, wheats and pulses are staple. So things like dal, you probably heard of dal, lentils, pulses, chickpeas.
Did you know?
Me growing up, we had a lot of what do you call them? Kidney beans. Kidney beans, white beans, black-eyed beans, all those kind of like vegetables that my mum used to make all the time.
Well, I have one thing to say to you. In our house, growing up,
with the staple food.
In our house, the staple food was rice.
Rice is good. I mean, when I went to, spent a lot of time in India. I love the way they do the rice. The rice comes at the end. They'll have a couple of chapatis. See, here in England, the way my mum used to do it, she used to make the rice and make the chapatis and just put it on the table and everyone help themselves. But in India, one of my uncles, how they used to do it, they used to give everybody a couple of chapatis each. And then what they'd do was, just before the end, they'd come out with a big steaming plate of rice. And everybody just finish off their meal with some rice. It's really nice.
Oh, that's
nice
cool. Okay, I have one more thing to state. And you know how...
Let me just stir this 1 second. Give us 2 seconds. Because what we can do is, when I put this into the... when I've done all this, I got rid of all this, I'm going to put all this into the pressure cooker. And then we'll have a good 25 minutes questions and answers. And we can sit down and have a chat. And then Birdie can't complain. Then Birdie can't say, shit, man. I want Birdie to complain in those 25 minutes. I knew I was going to interrupt. This is honestly, I swear to God, Birdie, I swear to God, Kaz knows
Guada
this
Cook
issue. I
says
think Sid
hello.
knows this issue. I can't hear shit.
Guada
Look.
says hello. Cook. Guada Cook.
Guada in the house. Guada, I made the margarita. Here, look. I make a drink. You want a drink? I made it. It's called the Bloody Mary. I need an umbrella now and a straw.
Mississippi Meets Georgia. What's up, Bob? What's up? She's in here as well. Mississippi Meets Georgia.
All my favorites here today. Mississippi.
Yes. Don't forget to tap the
Look at color
screen to
of
share the
this.
live.
Look at the
We're
color.
almost
Can
at
you see the color of
5K.
Can you see the color of this? It already looks. I'm just going to show you this quickly, guys. It already looks like a curry.
It looks so good.
Yeah. But there's still a long way to go, bros. Bros.
I didn't forget. I got it. He said to wait till he was done stirring.
Right, let's get some water. Oh shit, I didn't fill this fucking thing in, did I? Just throw some water in now. Just a little bit. And we'll get
That was a
water.
little bit of water.
Yeah, that's just for the base.
It says
What it is, I'm using a new kettle because my other kettle, I'm descaling it. And the other kettle only does 1 cup at a time. So I could just press the button. Where's my finger now? There it is.
Your finger?
See how I'm using a paddle.
Joining us. Nice. Food Talk TV live. We're live every day with a different chef every day. And if you want to find out, we are live at FoodtokTV.com.
Thank you, Guada. Guadua. I was on Guadua's live the other day, and they were speaking nothing but Spanish, and I still understood everything.
Oh, that's good stuff, Bobby.
They just speaking Spanish. And it was really nice. She's a good cook. I like her stuff.
Loves you, Bobby. Mother says she loves you.
I love you too. Right, in with the tomatoes. I don't need all of this. So I'm just going to put about half.
Okay.
There we go. Save the rest for another rainy day. So we're going to fry these tomatoes off.
You're going to fry them off?
Coming.
You're not going to use it as a sauce? No? You're not going to use it
to Bobby. Thank you. Thank you for the gifts. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for joining. Thank you for taking the time to join me and Sind. Everybody, this is Sind from FoodtokTV. She's in the box. She's counting the cucumbers on the table in front of her.
I'm in Bobby's world. Bobby. Okay, so I have something for you. Okay, so you know how you do cooking and then you do like a little history of the food, right? Oh, thank you, Guada. You're so kind. Right? You mentioned chickpeas. Chickpeas is the number one, I think it's bean that's used entirely around the whole world. Around the whole...
Well, it's basically, it's a pulse. It's considered a pulse. Yeah, so it's similar to a bean, yeah.
It's the number one. It's the number one. Besides red beans, black beans, green beans, chickpeas is the number one that's used in almost every culture that you go to. It's chickpeas.
Yeah, like people make hummus out of it. You can make so many dishes. And obviously, in India, they make flour out of it. They grind it. They dry it out. I make flour. You remember the gram flour I used last week?
Yes.
That's gram flour. That is chickpea flour.
Oh, I didn't know that.
It has no gluten. It's gluten-free completely because it's not a wheat flour. It's a chickpea flour. Yeah.
And it's called besan. And you use it to make... Do you use it to make bread and make...
Sorry?
Like, what do you use it for? Like is it mainly used
for batters, for thickening sauces, for all kinds of curry dishes. It's so versatile. And their Bella Bops just put gram flour. It's called gram flour. But
I never knew that.
The name is besan. We call it besan. And I used it the other day, actually.
Now he's showing us his butt. He wants to do an OnlyFans.
Only curries. That's it there. Look at the colour. It's like a yellowy.
Oh, it's so
I think I've
cute.
got the packet somewhere. Where's the fucking packet gone, mate? It's fucking here somewhere.
The OnlyFans lot. It's the OnlyFans food talk.
I'll show you it later. Right, let me just get this extraction on for 2 minutes. Let's get this ball rolling. I'm going to give you a little look at this meat now before I start moving in.
Oh, Dr. Shay says she used to make sour cakes and baste the fried fritters with it.
Can you see that?
That looks so good. Oh, now I'm hungry.
Yeah, frying away nicely. Look at this.
That looks. Why are you sweating so much?
Sweating my tits off. I've got the windows. I'm gonna open the windows now. The neighbours in the garden and anyone going, bastards! Too loud.
He has this little family.
Right, now we're gonna get going. So in with a bit of water.
I wonder why is he sweating. I hope he's okay. Ruth, welcome in. How are you? He wants to know why you're sweating so much, Bobby. Birdie wants to know. Welcome to Food Talk TV, where we go live every day with a chef every day. If you want any of the recipes, it's all on the website foodtoktv.com. As long as all of our creators, we are a live agency, and if you would like to join, just go ahead and hit that button, and an agent will reach out for you. I asked first, yeah, why is he sweating? Okay, I want to know too. Why are you sweating so much? Did you eat a chili, Bobby? Bobby, are you okay?
No, we've got the summer at the moment, haven't we? So it's like summer's nearly here. So it's like the temperature's gone up. It's like 22, 23 degrees today, which we haven't had any serious weather lately. So it's just starting to kick in now. It's been raining badly and stuff. So I'm just going to transfer this as safe as I can to this pot. He's a lying little bastard, that guy. Right, can't do that. I need to get.
Don't forget to continue tapping that screen and stuff. We're almost at 5,000. We want to try to get to 10K to get to the For You page.
Just going to transfer this over. So what we're going to do is I'm going to put it to the pressure cooker. And what this pressure cooker will do, it'll increase the cooking, it'll decrease the cooking time. I'll put it in here for 25 minutes, otherwise we'd have to wait another like hour and a half, hour 45, which we don't have the time. So I'm just going to speed things up, put it in here for 20-25 minutes. Once it's depressurized, then what I'll do is I'll transfer it back into the pot and have a look at it. And then in between that, I'll get myself a cold drink and we'll do some questions and answers. How's that? Sound like a plan?
That sounds like a plan to me. Are you going to use the sauce too? Or are you going to put the sauce with it? Are you putting the sauce with it, Bobby? Yeah, he is. Okay. Food Talk TV creators are here with Team FTTV.
Right, let's get that up. Bear with us. Do you use a pressure cooker, Sim? Anybody use a pressure cooker there?
I don't use a pressure cooker. I have a slow cooker.
Oh, a slow cooker.
I have a slow cooker, but not that, not a pressure cooker. No. I do not use a pressure cooker. It's summertime in the UK, that's why he is sweating. That Mama 3 joined. What's up, girl? Welcome in. Welcome in. This is Bobby. Do you have any questions? He says, will you...
Well, last night. Northern Lights were last night. I missed them, but
I missed it
came
too.
last night. One of my neighbours took some really good photographs. Shared them online. It's really good. Really, really good. Right, I'm just going to quickly wash this pot. Hello.
That's your daughter?
It's all steamed up everywhere. Right, you want to start doing the thing?
Oh, that's Mrs. Bobby.
Yeah, well, you start making them, then we'll move over. Just let me just rinse this.
Okay. Okay, while Bobby is rinsing, if you're just joining us, this is Food Talk TV. Hi, Mrs. Bobby. How are you? Good morning. How are you?
Yeah, no, I'm gonna. How we doing?
We're
So this is
good.
the
That's Mrs. Bobby. She says
Bobby.
namaste. I don't know how to pronounce that.
I need to cut the toilet.
Bahiji. What's up, guys? That's such a nice concern. Well, listen, if you're just joining us, once again, this is Food Talk TV Live, where they go live every day with a cook. This is Bobby, our host.
While I'm putting this to pressure, I'm going to move this over to here. I'll move that camera and keep an eye on my missus who's going to make bhature. So what we made some self-raising flour with milk.
Okay.
I kneaded it to make a soft, silky. Look at that. Can you see that? Silky dough. Look at that. You could make pizza out of this. You could make naan bread out of this. But what we're going to make is bhatura, which is a Punjabi fried bread.
Fried bread.
It goes really nice with chickpeas, chole. We have chole bhature. It goes nice with vegetables. Goes nice with meat. So we're just going to do them nice and easy. A gluttonous meal it's going to be in the evening. So I'm just waiting for this to come to pressure, and then I'm going to move it to the side, and I'm going to let my missus take over while I cool the fuck down. Are you going to talk? I can't hear.
Well, how many minutes does it stay in the pressure cooker, Bobby?
Go on.
How many minutes does it stay in the pressure cooker?
Right, I'm only going to do this. It depends on the meat. So, for example, if it was lamb, it probably will need about 12 minutes. This mutton is about a 4-year-old mutton. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it in for about 20 minutes. And that would save us about an hour.
Okay, okay.
So I'm just waiting for this to seal. See, there's a valve there. Once the pressure builds up, the valve closes, and then you won't be able to open this stuff. That's fine now. So I'm going to turn that down. You need the oil cover.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm going to put this to the lowest heat here. Move that.
Okay.
Move that over there.
And he's going to take us to Mrs. Bobby.
Alexa, 20-minute timer.
Mrs. Bobby.
I don't know your name, so I call you Mrs. Bobby.
Oh, bless you.
Right, I'm going to show you. I'm going to tell you her name now.
I know it's I know it's something with an S.
Yeah.
Well done. It's Sadhana.
Saad.
S-A-D-H-N-A, Sadhana. It's kind of like a Sad, and the H is kind of silent. Sadhana.
Sadhana.
Sadhana. Got her back.
Hey, I should have recorded that, Bobby. You went too quick.
I got her back.
Tag, she's it. Tag, she is it.
Come on, girl.
So I've never been good at making dough. Like I've tried like twice, and I've never been good at making dough. So I just gave up.
Really nice and soft and glistening. It's really good. Harder next time. She's there. I might,
You're
we'll
gonna
see.
knock her over.
So we're letting that. Can you see this steam's all built up? Oh, look at that. You just touch it, the steam's built. Shall I move this tip now? Just put this here. Like that. Look at the camera. I'm going to put, because I need to grab the oil now. I'll put that like that for a second.
Is that her rolling pin, Bobby? Is that a rolling pin?
It's a
That's
rolling pin.
It's a Gujarati rolling pin.
It's a very slim
It's
one.
not a Punjabi one.
And you don't put flour or anything on the table to knead it?
No, it's
Oil.
I'm going to put a bit of oil.
Okay.
You want a basket for them thingies?
What oil have you got in here?
The mustard oil's finished, that the other one.
No, just put me a bit in here.
Which one? Oh yeah, right there.
Oh, there you go. She is a pro, isn't she, Bella Bobs? Look at her, watch her. They're saying here you are a pro.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, I lost the volume. Wait. We lost the sound, Bobby. I hope he hears that. We lost the sound.
Hello, 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 hello,
I'm here
hello.
now. I'm here.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I think I must have just pressed the button by accident. Sorry. Yeah, so I struggle to use this.
I think you
This
need to
one?
find another one, Bobby.
No, I struggle to use that. So what I do is I use this one because I'm used to handling something with a little bit more, girth and bit of length, etc. So it's just easier because it brings back memories and then I'm used to it. Do we start from the oil's not done yet? So we're doing a tag team here. I'll be doing the
Yes.
fries, you'll be doing the rolling. Just about
Yes.
see us.
We missed you
I
last
do
week.
see you.
Oh, since she's talking to you.
We missed you last week, Sin.
I missed you too. I missed y'all too. Okay, so one week I was a little under the weather. And then the second week I was just overwhelmed. There was a lot going on and I was just really overwhelmed.
Of course,
And
yeah.
so, and then Mr. Bobby reached
She got
out to me.
sidelined.
He made me laugh.
We're only human.
He made me laugh. Yeah, that's not corn. That dough, that's not a dough. That's a flour. That's not made with corn, right? No.
No.
Self-raising.
Self-raising flour. You call it
Okay.
like an all-purpose flour?
Yes. Yes. It's an
Yeah,
all.
you call it all-purpose. Well, all-purpose is plain flour, really. This is a
Well, because
self-raising flour.
when we make
Used for bread.
tortillas, a lot of tortillas are made from corn flour.
Corn, yeah.
Yes.
Well, corn flour is very similar to besan, gram flour. Self-raising flour.
Oh yeah.
Corn is a symbolism for someone else, something else. Where's my drink, mate? Where's my drink? It's here, isn't it?
Are you cooler now, Bobby?
Am I what?
Are you cooler now?
Yeah, because I opened the window and opened the door, so I'm not sweating now. I'm all right. I was struggling before, but I'm okay now. I'm fine. So we're just waiting for the oil to get to temperature, and then you can see. I think you can see the oil there. Yeah, just about. And we'll show you these. We'll do that, and this is good timing because while this is being done, obviously I'm speeding the process in the pressure cooker.
Okay.
That'll speed up. I'll convert it back to the pot once this is pressurized, and we'll get a few of these made. I'll get
Okay.
it.
Are you adding that to the pressure cooker? The bread that she's gonna make?
Yeah, we're going to fry it.
Yeah, we're just waiting for the oil to get to temperature. So obviously I'll use my Indian thermometer, stick it in.
It's 70
It's
degrees.
not hot enough.
Oh,
Not hot enough yet.
Cad says it's 73 degrees there, but it's hotter over the stove.
Yeah, well, it's really hot because I had it on full heat. Obviously, I had the windows closed. What it is, with the neighbours, they're lovely neighbours, but they're in the garden. I know when I start shouting or whatever, and everybody can hear me saying "Hello,
Oh.
bastards" and all that. So I just close the window, and then I'm like, I'm dying. I'm dying now.
I bet.
So yeah, have you got any questions? Anybody got any questions for Sadma?
Anybody's got it?
Fire away.
Corn's a
Just doing them this size, yeah?
Yeah,
Little widen them up.
No, I can do it,
Sure.
but it's just elastic, aren't they?
Yeah.
So, do you want to?
Do you
Let me just
fry
make
a
that.
lot of your foods, Bobby?
Yeah, these are just fried. They'll rise up. They'll puff up.
Push it down.
Hey, Trevor, thank you for thank you for coming in. You don't, but do you fry a lot of your foods?
No.
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 Like I said at the beginning, these are once in a blue moon foods for us now.
Mhm.
These are kind of like, what you pine for, but we don't make them as much. So when we do make them, it looks like we make them every day. We don't. We make them once in a blue moon. But growing up, we would have had
They're more for occasion.
they're for kind of special occasions, like if we're doing certain like party foods and stuff. If we're doing some religious stuff, they'll make puris, bhature, but we don't have it every day. It's too rich.
Okay.
And obviously
Well,
with
I have
us,
two
with our
questions in the
diet-
comments for you. One is from Kaz. Hold on. That's my phone.
Tu, Carla.
Oh my God. Okay.
Ask
I have
if
two
it matters
questions.
how
Bob
big
wants
the,
to
does it
know.
matter how big the
Yeah.
dough is.
No, not at all.
No, it doesn't matter, Kaz. I mean, you can make them as big. I mean, you go to India, they make them like oval and they rise up so like this, like balls. Some make them round, a lot larger, about 10, 12, about 10 inch roughly. These are just like mini ones for home use. Just nice and easy, bite size. Right, we're 9 minutes in on that. So happy days, very health conscious now.
There's a
They are
second
very
question.
rich in fats. It's once in a blue moon foods. Like all our favorite, my favorites growing up, like parathe. I used to eat aloo paratha, all these kind of like ghee stuff. We're restricted on that. We only have now and again.
Okay, so I have a question. There's one more question. This is for your wife.
Go
This
on.
is from Miss Birdie. She wants to know why him.
I don't know. I can't
Good
answer
morning,
you.
Christina. Welcome into the live. We are
It's
cooking.
worked.
What is it called, Bobby? Mutton goat? No?
Palak Gosht.
Palak Gosht.
Palak Gosht. It just needed a
What was your
a bit
wife's
longer.
answer? I didn't hear her. What did she say?
I don't know. She didn't say anything. Go on, say. Speak freely, love. Speak freely. Speak freely, bastard.
I don't know. I don't have an answer.
No, go back to how I looked
How I look.
and how I was and what a catch I was back in those days. Go on, come on.
No, you win.
Take a
You know what
memory
I
back.
believe? I believe
That first
Bobby
day you
did.
saw
I
me,
believe
that's what you want to do. You want to go back to the
I
first
believe
day
Bobby
you
didn't
saw
leave
me,
her
you're like,
alone.
fucking hell.
That's what I believe. I believe Bobby annoyed you to death. See what I mean? He was chasing you. See? So Christina and Birdie says y'all are both adorable. Y'all are adorable. Y'all are cute.
When I saw Sadhna the first time, I think we were we were studying together, we were really young, and I looked at her and I went, God damn, in an American accent. God damn, what does a guy like me have to do to get with a girl like that? Because it was like a dream. It was like I have absolutely effing no chance, to get with a girl like that. People like me don't get with girls like that because she just looked, you know what I mean? And I'm like, how do I do this? But all that time, I didn't realize I undermined myself. That she was thinking exactly the same fucking thing. She was thinking, she was like, oh, I'm here singing him. She was there to study. She went for 1 degree, she came back with fucking 2, innit?
Christina says this is the best cooking show out there. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
So yeah, I did hound her a little
York
bit,
City
but
joy.
it worked. It worked. How long now? 35 years? That fateful day?
35, yeah.
35 years ago. 35
Wow,
years.
5 years ago. That was in the
35
early
years
late
ago.
90s. No, early
No,
90s.
we've been married 29 years we've been married.
Wow. So if you chased her, Bobby, and you wanted her, why did it take you 6 years to marry her?
No,
I
we were,
didn't want to get married.
You didn't want to
Oh,
get married.
you
You were
didn't want to
hounding me
get
to get married.
married. Wait a minute.
I was
She
too
didn't want.
young. I was studying.
No, what it is you know when you try to plan things and you try to say, look, you know, in stages in your life you have to have some ready, and she deserved more, so I wanted more in place,
Oh.
you know, ready for her, you know, like the
Oh.
ability to buy a house and get it all ready
Oh,
before we
that's
kind
so
of like
sweet,
did
Bobby.
anything. And that's exactly what we did. As soon as we got married, we got the house, got a dog, we went on holidays, we could afford to do a lot of things. We enjoyed. The kids didn't come for 5 years. 6
Ooh,
years
good
the kids
job.
didn't come.
Good.
So we
job.
enjoyed. We had a good time. We traveled around the world. We went everywhere.
Well,
You know, the kids. My eldest is going to be 24, so they didn't come till about 5-6 years after.
well, let me tell you, Bobby. We Puerto Ricans sometimes, you know, we multiply like rabbits. Okay, so I met my husband.
So do
I met
Indians.
my husband when I already had one son. I have my oldest son. He's 32 now. But when I met
Oh,
my
wow.
husband, he introduced. It's funny. He had a nickname. His nickname was Tito. But when he saw
Tito,
me,
yeah.
he introduced me. When he saw me, I said hi. I said my name is Cindy. He said my name is Robert and stuff. And we
Name
shook
is what?
hands. His name was Robert.
Robert.
But everybody knew him as Tito, right?
Yeah.
But when he saw me, he introduced himself to me as Robert. He said, "Hi, I'm Robert." And when I shook his hand, I knew one day I'm gonna be with him. And sure enough,
Oh,
we started
wow.
dating. A year later, 2 months after that, we got engaged. 5 months after that, we were married, and we were married for 15 years. And we raised
Oh,
seven
wow.
children.
How many
And we
kids?
raised 7 children. 7.
Wow. I didn't know you were a mother of 7 kids. Wow, that's amazing.
Well, I had one.
Amazing.
I had one child, and he had 3.
Yeah.
Right? So we
All right.
started off the marriage with 4 children. And then we added
Right,
3
okay.
more. Then we added 3 more.
Yeah.
Oh, lovely. I couldn't cope. I only had 2.
Oh,
I mean, we never had any kids or anything like that before, or during or whatever. So just the 2, and two wonderful dogs,
donks?
Best dogs.
the best
dogs.
dogs ever. Time is it? 5 minutes, so we're nearly there. We're just getting these booties out of the way, these buture. It's happening. It's happening. All I can hear you is tapping away.
Sorry.
Tappy tap. So what do you think about, anybody else got any questions about these buture? Look how they're rising up. Look like cakes. Can you see?
I know they do look like cakes.
Look like cakes, man.
Do you ever add, here in America, some people make curry and they add sugar to it, or like a brown sugar to it.
Yeah, it's palm sugar. It's in Indian. It's called gur. It's a cane sugar, basically. It's unrefined. It's a natural sugar.
So it's a brown
It's
sugar.
used a lot in Indian food. You can have it in like a solid form or a granulated form.
Okay.
Solid forms like a gur people buy. Yeah,
Very good for you.
it's not good. It's not great for you though. No,
But the traditional dishes, that's what they use.
they don't taste right without it though. That's the thing. But the thing is, they didn't have granulated sugar. You know,
Right.
like we have white sugar now that we can use, or brown.
Raw sugar.
What's
We
it
call that
called?
raw sugar here.
Demerara, like Demerara sugar that you can use for brown coffee, for black coffee and stuff. We never really had all that, so gur was definitely the sugar of choice. So yeah, you're right, and they use it in curries, sauces, desserts.
I think a lot of South Indian dishes, they still use it.
South Indian they do here. Do you want to finish that?
Yeah.
I'm just going to check this, switch this off. Gur, yeah, molasses. Look at that. That was quick.
Yep. I like when Mrs. Bobby's in the kitchen with you.
You'll be roping me into another job.
She hates being in the kitchen when I'm here because I'm always telling her.
Why?
Because she's
Why?
there and she's my sous chef, you know. Like
Uh-huh.
I said, here's her name Sue. You change her name to Sue. She's my sous chef, man. I
Oh
fucking
man.
love you when you helping me. You should help
Yes.
more.
Yeah, but you
I
keep
think we
putting
just
it in
like
there.
What
seeing
do you
her in the
mean I
kitchen.
become lazy?
Sous chef.
I like seeing her in the kitchen as well.
Like most men like seeing their wives in the kitchen.
Yeah, I just feel so safe and secure. But the thing is, she's just been spoiled. She's just been spoiled, you know. So all her friends and all, you know, their husbands are sitting there with the little PlayStation or watching videos while the wife's just toiling away. And when her friends come here, she sat down with a drink, talking, yapping, and I'm running up and down from the kitchen, bringing hors d'oeuvres and starters
Oh,
and snacks and stuff, and that's what I do. And they're like scratching their heads, like, "What the hell's going on here? How come he's doing all this work?"
oh.
But that's the way I roll, isn't it? It's the way I roll.
That's the way we roll. We'll already have 5,000 Ks and likes. We just
You
need to
hear
get
what
it
she
up.
said? Tell her we'll just wipe this down. Give us a spray and I'll get over. You sure?
Where's Birdie? Birdie just left us? Oh no, Birdie's here.
Birdie didn't
Birdie's
like the
here.
answer, man. Come on, Birdie. Sorry, shit out, man. Thank you, Bella Bobs, for all the help.
And all the
advice.
likes, and all the questions.
Thank you for the likes. Yeah, this is our second show today.
Christina says that you're truly blessed, guys.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it. We know that as well. Try to stay blessed, you know. Okay, just wipe it down.
She's such a sweet. Oh, we got a new message.
Sometimes.
She said, "No worries." Bella Bob said, "No worries."
Very violent.
She's violent.
She's violent. She hit me on fucking head. That's why I got no hair. People say, "Why you got no hair?" Got no hair because she has this technique like this. And then, you know, can you see my head? Chiseled away. I just need to move this guy over there. Where's that cloth? Yeah, I'm gonna just get that cloth. Get this tissue. When you're back. Cheers. Let's move this back. So that's done. I'm gonna switch this. I'm gonna switch this off, this pressure cooker, so we'll let this decompress. Anybody got any questions? I've got some questions and answers. Sadly, you're gonna come in and do some questions and answers
Yeah, no, I don't
while
think.
we're waiting for this meat.
Why did you
Alexa,
make it
switch
with
off.
bread? Here we make it with rice.
Make what with rice?
We normally make that like a curry chicken or a beef stew. We normally make it with rice. Why with bread? You're gonna put it on.
Well, we've got rice. So I made some extra rice the other day, so that's why I'm not making rice. So you usually have like stockpiles of the day before or the day before that. Thank you, Bella Box. We're still not finished. We're just waiting for this pressure cooker.
Don't forget to take a picture.
You see, to decompress. What's that do? I can decompress it faster by putting it in cold water, which I just will do. Let me just decompress it, and I'll put this here. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this. No. I'll move it back to where it was.
Oh, she's got the knife. Watch out, Bobby.
Say that again?
I said I saw her grab the knife. I said, "Watch out, Bobby." She grabbed the knife and came by.
She doesn't need a knife. Right, there's two ways. You've got to wait for this, like, till it kind of like loses all its pressure, or you can run it under a cold water tap.
I didn't know that you
That
could
just basically do, because we don't have time. So we need to.
take your time, Bobby. We ain't going nowhere.
You sure? Well, no, there is still a bit of cooking time left anyway. Can you hear that? So I'm going to transfer this back now, so I can safely open this now without it exploding. Look, there's no steam left, and it'll still be boiling inside. So what I'm going to do is just safely transfer this over and then you can have a look at it. Right. Let's see, just give this a rinse. Can you see that meat now? I think you can, just about. Turn the gas back on. As you can see, oh, still got a bit left. Just going to put some more water in, just cover that up. Perfect.
Wow. I find it interesting that you add the water at the end instead of like.
No, it's not the end. It's near the end, but I've just added a bit more water because I wanted a bit more sauce to go with that. And it's still going to bring to, I'm going to bring it to a boil and it's still going to reduce down. Rolling pin. I know. She never hit me with a rolling pin. Have you ever hit me with a rolling pin? No, it's just the hand. It's that little technique that she has. So it's
likes
just like
to
it comes. But the problem is, because I'm so used to it now, I actually injure myself more by trying to get out of the way because I feel it coming. You can just sense it. So I'll end up going boof and whack my head on the side of a door or something. And she goes, I didn't even touch you, man. I didn't even touch you. And I went, no, I know you didn't touch me, but you're going to smash my bloody head.
Fear. It's the anticipation of getting hit.
I know, it's the cringe and I pull.
Yeah, the cringe.
I recoil and I pull a muscle. And I mean, I've got cramp on my foot now, just thinking about something.
Well, remember, you were exercising earlier.
What you eating?
He's got the same container I do for water. That's the same thing.
But he's nice. Right, so that is being cooked. Now I need to get the spinach ready. Where is it? Oh, it's here. Look at all that. So this is why I've added a bit more water, because we need to cook the spinach off as well. The meat is still cooking away. I've just basically saved ourselves about an hour. It does, like I said, it does take a bit of time. So I'm going to get a knife. And we're just going to coarsely chop all these spinach leaves.
Al, Joe, welcome in. Thank you for joining us. Are you going? Is it that going to be blanched? Devin, hi everyone. I'm from the middle of doing seafood boil. Welcome in, Devin. Thank you for coming in. Hello, Joe. I don't know if that says AI or Al. So, but welcome in. Oh, he's here. He's one of your mods. He's one of the Food Talk creators mods.
Are you AI Joe?
Are you just gonna blanch the?
Yeah, for now.
Okay.
And then once they've blanched slightly, then I'll go in, give them a good mix, and then cook them together. Put the heat back up.
Bella Bobs is saying no, it won't be blanched.
Well, it's gonna blanch now with the steam.
Oh, okay.
But then it'll cook inside. It'll combine in with the flavors. I'm just going to blanch it, throw a little bit of salt. What I like to do is, you're right as well. Bella's right, you're right. But what I'm going to do is I am going to blanch it because I'm just going to put it on top, add a little bit of salt, put the lid on.
Okay.
And just let it blanch for a couple of minutes. So
okay.
Yeah, you're right. And then Bella's right because I am going to go in and mix it all completely afterwards.
Okay.
So I've gone in with a few stems, gone in with all the leaves. Spinach does look good. This is not going to change the colour of the dish because I'd probably need about 4 of those bunches. So just a little bit of salt there for the spinach. Get rid of this. Lid. Take a lid. Here is my lid.
Yes, slightly balanced.
So just let that cook.
Bones together to cook with the mutton. Oh, you mean slightly blanched? Then thrown it together to cook with the mutton. I don't think I've ever seen anybody add spinach like that to a meal. Especially to me. No, never.
No? Well, it's called Palak Gosht, so obviously we need spinach. There's so many different ways you could do it. I mean, you could blend it. You could use spinach puree from the tin if you don't have any fresh. Yeah, I don't like that. Spinach leaf from the tin, don't like that. I like fresh spinach. I like to blanch it, but I always put it in at the end, near the end, because it doesn't take long to cook.
When
And
I
it
was
just complements. I like the spinach to not take over the meat dish. I like it to complement the meat dish.
okay.
So although it's Palak Gosht, what is usually how they make it is like 50-50. So you'll have 50% of the spinach, 50% of the meat. So every kind of like morsel of meat, you've got a nice little saucy spread of spinach. I don't like that. I just like it a little bit of spinach attached to each piece and it's spread out nicely. You can't beat fresh
When I
spinach, no, you can't. And then you can't beat fresh coriander. So obviously the coriander is going to go in afterwards, which is the cilantro.
When I was little, they used to feed us spinach in the can and stuff, and I hated
Right.
it. And
Like
recently,
Popeye.
about a year ago, somebody actually showed me what spinach looks like in the leaf form. So I said, well, let me taste it. And once I tasted it, I was like, man, if they would have fed it to me like this when I was a kid, I would have ate spinach all the time. All the time.
That's why the tins, they don't put any seasoning, there's no salt, and then you have to put loads of salt in to get any flavour because it's just so bland and dull. But when you know, this fresh, you can put it in parathe, curries, pakora. You know those pakoras are made with the gram flour,
Yes.
those spicy batters that
Yes.
made. You put them in that, you put them in everything. Yeah, cilantro, absolutely Bella Bob. Cilantro in everything, man. That is for sure. Got some cilantro here. Cilantro. I'm just going to cut it and leave it on the side, get it ready.
So see the cilantro you have? That's cilantro? That's
This is
cilantro.
cilantro.
Okay, you see that cilantro? That one I don't eat, but I don't know what they call it for you guys, but there's another cilantro that's really long. It's a long green leaf.
No, you're talking about parsley.
No, not parsley.
Not parsley, because it's related to parsley.
No. This one it's a cilantro. It has a nice smell to it, but it's a long leaf. And we use that to make our sofritos and our recaitos. The same green thing that you make to put with your meat, we use those.
Right.
We add those.
Right.
It's not parsley though. It's a cilantro. It's a long leaf. It's got a beautiful smell to it.
Interesting.
Yes, and we chop that up and we put it with the same thing with the onions and the garlic and. But it's a cilantro
Right.
family.
Another one of these.
Not coriander. It's not basil.
No,
We went through all the
basil's.
leaves today, huh? It's not thyme.
It's not mint.
Not mint. I wish I had one here. I would show you. It's a long leaf, but it has a beautiful smell to it. There's a certain smell to it. It's long. Not rosemary. Rosemary, I've tried to taste on. Somebody put on a turkey.
No,
meat,
rosemary's just too
potatoes,
small.
and I think me and both me and my son were like, we can't eat this because of that rosemary. That was on.
I'm loving the colour of this as well.
Yay, thank you for liking the live. I appreciate it. It's not rosemary. We're going through all the herbs now. Bobby, I'm gonna see if I can find a picture of it and I'm gonna send it to you.
Okay.
I'm gonna send it to you and I'm gonna show you that that's what we put in our sofrito and our recaito.
Yeah, send it to me and I'll probably get it. But I can't think of it.
Amazon has it too. Amazon has it too. I've ordered it.
Amazon
obviously-
Fresh.
Yeah,
You have Amazon Fresh there.
Well, here's the thing. Up here in Ohio, obviously in Ohio, they don't have the spices or the seasonings that I'm used to buying in Miami, which is all Hispanic. They do have Spanish stores up here, but they still don't have the same ingredients. But if you go to Amazon Fresh, or I think it's called, or something like that, they have those ingredients. They have them. So what I do is I buy the seeds and I plant them. So this way,
wow.
yeah, I plant them. So this way I always have it. I just pick it off and it just grows
That's
again.
what we need to do. We planted some mint, some coriander, and they really, really worked well. So this year we're going to do some tomatoes and some chilies. Because last time Bolt, the rabbit, ate my chili plant.
Oh my God! Whole
Yeah, because
Foods
he runs free, you see, in the garden, and he just ate the whole thing. So now we've put like the chicken wire everywhere on the planters, so he can't get up there anymore. So it's
Okay, I
about
have
ready now to start planting and growing.
I have one
Becoming
more
useful.
question. How did the rabbit react after eating your chilies? Were they hot?
Well, no, they're fine. They weren't in season. They just started growing. He just
Okay.
goes for everything. He just eats. He thinks it's all his food. It's all his dinner. He's had everything. I mean, he's just jumped onto the big planters, big pots. Just jumps and eats it all. So there's nothing. Even the plants, flowers. We planted flowers. He ate the whole thing. We love Bolt. We definitely love Bolt. Everybody loves Bolt.
I didn't know that was his name. I've never
It's a
seen
bit
your
of a
rabbit.
twat, though.
I've never seen your rabbit.
So we're just going to let that cook off for a bit. Come, we'll go see the rabbit.
Yes, let's go see the rabbit for a second.
Go get him a treat.
We need to buy you a new microphone with the new earpiece.
But I mean, the microphone's all right. It's not that. It's like I said. It's because that fitting at the bottom, where you put your plug in.
Mm-hmm.
That is where the speaker is, and my speaker's not that loud anyway for some reason. I think I'm just going to start needing to use headphones or something for my lives. It's getting really annoying, and plus my thing is so.
The thing of it is, with the headphones and the lives and stuff, it'll still make it staticky.
So there's the planters. Can you see the planters go all the way across there?
Nice garden. I like
so we
that.
put this wire, so he can't get in there now. Whereas he was playing in there, he thought this was all his.
Oh.
And so here we're going to be growing some bits of weed. He's weeding and then sorting out. There's a country barbecue. Bolt. Yeah.
Kaz was in here.
Oh, we got the new bird house.
Nice.
Bolt.
Devin is saying he marinated his shrimp for 2 days. Oh, look at him. Oh, how long have you had him?
A couple of years now, about 4 years, I think. 4 years. He's gone. Look at him. Look at him.
He's camera shy.
Run the garden, so we've had to make everything secure. No, we've had to make everything secure, so he can't get away. He can't disappear, and we've just secured everything. And basically, that's it, really. He can't get away now. So yeah, just the old.
That's a nice yard, though. That's a nice yard, nice planting. I like that. Did your wife build it? Or
Yeah,
we
did it all. No, we did it all. We did it all because obviously, lockdown. Spent a lot of time in the garden, and we thought we'd do it all up. So we did it all up. I decked basically all the way around.
You did that yourself?
Got it all decked. No. I got somebody to do it, but I decked and I made a little man cave at the back there, so where I put a bar, shelves and stuff.
So when I come to the UK, Bobby, when I come to the UK, you're gonna barbecue for me. We're gonna sit out in the backyard.
Absolutely. Yeah, you got to come here. You come stay with us. Come stay with us. You're more than welcome.
What do you like
Don't
to
worry
drink?
about no hotels.
I like margarita.
Hey? I stopped drinking.
Really? Cilantro is called coriander in other parts of the world. It's the same. Sometimes it's powdered. Right, but I'm looking, I don't know how to express it in other, it is a
powdered,
cilantro
that's.
But we call it culantro, which means the long leaf. I'm going to find a picture of it. I'm going to send you guys. I promise you I'm going to send it to you. Thank you.
Yeah. Hi, Kaz. How you doing?
Once I get my passport, I promise you I'll be there. I'll be there, Bobby. We could do the live together.
So it's a good job I put it on. It's a good job I did do.
Look, Bobby, I'm going to show you my rabbit. I'm going to show you my rabbit. Say hello to Bobby. Hi, Bobby.
Jesus. Nearly had a heart attack then. Oh, you actually got. All right. Oh, is that a cat?
It's a cat. This is my scared cat. Oh my baby. Oh my baby. She always hides her face in me. I don't know why.
Man,
Yeah.
that's all good. That's perfect. Just
It
sauce
looks
is going to be fine. We'll turn that down. The meat is cooked to perfection. Well, that piece was anyway. The rest of it's done. It's looking good. Just needs
it does look good. You got me hungry
tempering
now.
down a bit. So what I'm going to do is here, just leave that there.
Okay.
Put a bit of coriander, half the coriander now.
So cilantro is called coriander in other parts of the world. Okay.
Coriander, yeah. Coriander. And then now, as Kaz was saying, coriander powder.
Okay.
So this is from the roasted coriander seeds. You
Okay.
roast them, dry them out, you roast them, and basically you grind them, and that's coriander seed. And I'm just going to put a little bit of garam masala, not too much. A bit of garam masala. These are roasted as well. And we're just going to let these bubbles go down. Once they've gone down, that job's done, because obviously I'm going to seal that, because obviously my brother later on is going to reheat it. So when he reheats it, he needs a bit of moisture in there. But if I switch this off now, that is perfect. That's done. So yeah, I'll just show you what it looks like.
She says garam masala 2, Bella Bobs.
I did put garam masala, yeah. She's right. I put garam masala inside, just at the top. Can you see the powder? I put a bit of garam masala, put coriander powder.
Let me show you it.
And there's the dish now, look. To show you the meat.
It looks really good, Bobby. I have one more question. Why some of the meat you put in there have bone and some didn't? Why?
So while you're stewing it, see the bone there, it's got marrow. That releases a lot of flavor.
Okay.
And the bone helps, like when you make a stock with bones.
Right.
And then you siphon it off, you drain it, and then you add it, and then you make it richer. You can make it gravy, or you can add it to the meat. It enhances it. Like people use beef stock, chicken stock, etc. This, you have the stock and the gravy all in one. Because when it's boneless, you don't really get much stock. You'll get the flavor of the meat, but with the bone, you get it. And so what it is obviously in India, because we eat with our hands as well, and a lot of places, not just India, a lot of places around the world, eat with our hands, so we can easily navigate a piece like that with a roti. Because we're just gonna break it with our fingers, aren't we?
Oh.
Whereas here in England, when they started doing curries and stuff in the 60s, a lot of the English were saying, "Oh, could you do it off the bone, please? We don't like it on the bone," because people found it difficult to navigate chicken. Like, when you're having fried chicken, you can eat fried chicken with wings with your fingers or whatever. But when you're having a curry and it's sauce and you're trying to break it and you're not used to using your fingers, it's hard then to take that meat off the bone with a knife and fork.
Okay. I got you.
So all the restaurants here started doing boneless, boneless dishes. And this is why all the British Indian restaurants now mostly have boneless. But if you go to India, a lot of it's still on the bone. So you go to get butter chicken. I went to a hotel and ordered butter chicken when I first time I went, and it was on the bone. It was tandoori chicken. They chopped it up, and it was on the bone. And I was like really surprised. Well, why is it on the bone? How am I supposed to eat this? And I realized, well, within India now, that's how they do it. There's no boneless. They all eat with the bloody hands. But when I was a kid growing up, these were my best pieces. With the marrow. So I used to get the marrow, suck the marrow out. I used to be one of my favorite parts.
I think
I used to love that.
I think Jamaicans have the same thing with when they make the oxtail. Right? You just peel the meat off that. Oh my God, it's so good.
Right, I'm going to switch that off. I'm just going to put this coriander on. I'm just going to leave the lid on, let it settle for a bit, and then what I'll do is I'll show you the end part, and we can have a little glance. I'll put some in a bowl. I might actually have a little bit now with a bhatura. So let me find a plate. Small plate.
Yes, don't forget to take the picture, Bobby. Oxtail, yes, and curry goat. Have you had goat head soup? They make it obviously a little spicy, but it's so good. It was my first time eating it. about, shoot, oh my God, about maybe 4 years ago, but it was so good.
Nice.
Yes, it
I always go, when I go to this place, the butchers, I always ask for goat. And they never have any goat for some reason. They're always running out of goat. Or a goat is like, it's hard to come by. Goat.
what is trotter?
So, sorry?
Bella Bob said that oxtail, yes, and curried goat too. And then she said yes, and trotters. I don't know what trotters are.
Trotters is feet. Sheep feet. Baya. It's
Oh,
called,
no.
we call it baya. In India, they call it grore. Pakistani, we call it baya. Baya
Hey,
means,
Bernie, welcome back.
you know, lamb's feet, because obviously in America you have pig's feet, don't you?
Yes,
And
they have.
in India you have beef feet or you have lamb feet, and they're basically the feet of the animal, and they're so hard. It takes me about six and a half hours to cook.
Oh,
But
wow.
and when you cook it right and with the sauces, your fingers are always sticky. When you get tissue on your fingers, the tissue
Ugh.
sticks to your fingers, because obviously that's how they make glue. They make glue with all these
Right.
cow animal parts, ears and
Right.
bones and cartilage and stuff. That's how they make some glue, and it's very glutinous. And that's also once in a blue moon feed. But people say it's garam. They say it's a garam feed, meaning it's good for you. It gives you, it's good for your health. You know,
Birdie
people are
says
talking
she's-
about eating marrow and.
Bertie said she's gonna pass on that. Remember that they're hooves.
Ready
So
back.
yeah, we'll soften them. They're packed with
back.
collagen. Look how good that looks. I love the way you plate food, Bobby. It just makes it look so much more delicious.
Just trying to find a bone piece so we can show. There we go. So we can show that little bone. So can you see it's a little bit watery because it needs a little bit more, but I'm leaving it like that. The reason I'm leaving it like that is because obviously my brother's going to heat it up again, but we're going to dive in. There's my, look at this. Can you see the bread?
Yes, remember your wife made that.
She made a really good, she makes them well. She makes them good. Can I?
See, man, you got me hungry now. You see this? Look at that. Look at that. That looks so good. What's the name of the dish again? Palak
Gosht.
Yeah, I almost had the last word. Palak Gosht.
Ghost. Like ghost, you know, Ghostbusters. But just change the S and the H.
Uh-huh.
Instead of ghost. Ghost. Who are you going to call? Ghostbusters.
No Ghostbusters. No Ghostbusters.
Ghostbusters. Did you get it? No, man.
Bobby, I'm just going to say, remember to take a picture.
Oh, yeah, we'll take a picture. I've got loads of pictures. But, I mean, this is a lot. I'm eating a lot here because I'm going to eat this later. But, it's so tasty.
You're going to
The
eat it
spices
later?
are working. The spinach, like I said, I don't like to overpower things. That sauce is lovely.
Oh, I bet it looked lovely.
I don't really need two of these, but I'm going to have a second one. Mate, this is so good. Is Kaz still on? Kaz?
Yes, Kaz is here. Kaz is here. He was saying you were going to dive in, and he said something like, not in a weird way.
What did he say? I said he might dive in, but I don't know. He may have an announcement, but maybe not.
Cooking with Herb came back.
Yeah, I don't think he has an announcement now. There's nobody on left.
Thank you for the gifts, Cooking with Herb. Thank you. Kaz was in here. He's been in here the whole time. He's just been listening.
I didn't know.
He said next week. Next week he'll be in.
This food's good. So what we're going to cook next week, Kaz?
Make some shish kebabs. You should do something on the grill now that it's summertime. Bobby?
Yeah, good point. Make like chicken shashlik.
Yeah, man. Make something on the grill. We make, I don't know how you call it in the UK, but we call them shish kebabs here. In Spanish, we call them pinchos.
Yeah, sheesh kebab. Sheesh actually just means the skewer.
Yes.
So the skewer kebabs. Sheesh means skewer.
Oh, really?
In India,
I never knew that. Bella Bob says,
in
thank you for a
India,
wonderful live and a dish. And the dish. Cass says he's making taco and lasagna.
in India we call it Sikh kebab. Sikh. And the
Cass
Sikh,
says
not
so.
Sikh as in the religion. Sikh. You can spell it Seekh. Sikh kebab.
Okay, well,
And
Cass said
Sikh.
to tell you he will announce next week.
Just Cass. I wasn't going to sell anyway. So Sikh kebab is a skewer. So, and then
Well, we
how they
say
used to make it back in the day, they used to make it on the swords.
really?
Used to get the sword, put the meat on the sword, and put it on the fire.
I love it. It's Bobby with food and history. History of the food.
This food,
I've always
this
said
mutton,
shish kebabs.
this mutton. I made a lamb the other day, and I love lamb. And I did like it. I made it nice and spicy. This one I've made spicy, but it's mutton, and it tastes better.
Wada, thank you for the gifts, Wada. Wada. Guadalajara. Guada.
Hi, Guada. Guada, I'm ready for my cocktail now. Come on, Guada. Come on, Guada, please.
She sent you a ticket to vote.
Thank you very much. Vote for the Yorkshire Indian, that's for sure. So next week we have an announcement. I like cocktails. Come on, Guada, make me a cocktail. You're always making cocktails. You don't make me a cocktail.
You like cocktails? Do you like margaritas? I love margaritas.
Guada made did you make like a
spicy margarita?
or a pina colada or something she made the other day? Really nice. Looked really nice. Looked really refreshing.
They have spicy margaritas too.
Spicy one's good. I had a boatload of cocktails last week. Bloody hell. Went to a place called Durham. Just kept drinking cocktails. Porn star martinis I was drinking all night.
What do they call porn stars?
Porn star martini.
Oh.
So nice. So nice. They make this kind of fruit punch cocktail in a beautiful cocktail glass. And then at the side, in a shot glass, to put Prosecco.
Prosecco, I know Prosecco.
And when you get the Prosecco, you pour it inside and you just drink it. It's just like, wow. Oh, mate, I shouldn't, but I'm gonna. Have we got something that we can put this in, darling?
You're gonna say,
wow. Where are you going, honey? Are
let me
you
see her.
taking me? Show
I want to
us.
see you.
Show us.
Oh my lord.
I want to see you. I want to see you, Sadna. Nice. Where are you going?
I'm meeting some work friends.
Okay, well, make sure you wear your wedding ring.
You're going out.
Let them know you
Fucking leave me.
No.
She leaves me. She goes
No,
out
she's
to enjoy
to
while
escape
I do
you,
the
Bob.
washing. I'm going to
She's
do the
trying
fucking
to
washing.
escape.
I got to do the washing. I do the cooking. I look after the fucking kids, the rabbit, the dog,
There's no kids.
and she fucking enjoy it.
You don't have grandchildren, do you yet? No, right?
Oh no.
Oh God, no.
No.
Oh, I have voiceless. Welcome in. I do. I have plenty. I have plenty of grandchildren. They drive me crazy. Yes, thank God they're all in Florida.
Are they living nearby?
Florida.
No, sir. They're in Florida. I'm in
Florida.
Ohio.
So you left them?
I left them. They drove me crazy. They wouldn't leave me alone. They don't. When they see me, they want to stay attached to my hips.
Oh.
Hi,
Grandma, let
voiceless
me go.
guy. How you doing?
Grandma, I want to go with you. I want to go with you. What's up, voiceless? Let me tell you what my grandson said. You're gonna like this. You're gonna like this. So I called them up, right? FaceTime. I called them up. I said, let me talk to Alex. Alex is the name of my grandson. And he says to me, he goes, "Hi, Grandma." I said, "Oh, Alex, what are you doing?" He says, "Oh, I'm playing with my new toys my daddy bought me." I said, "Oh, that's nice." He goes, "And Daddy did groceries." I said, "Really?" "Yeah, oh, he bought me chicken nuggets and he bought me, whatever, hot dogs." I said, "Oh, that's great." Now I tried to get him to feel sorry for Grandma, right? I was like, "Oh, Grandma didn't do groceries and she's hungry." That boy told me, "Well, get on the phone and figure it out, Grandma." Yes, he did. Yes, he did. I said, "What did you tell me?" "Get on the phone and figure it out."
How old is he?
Florida.
How old is he?
He's 7.
Wow.
And then I have a 4-year-old. A 4-year-old, all he does is eat. So I told him next time I see him, he's going to cook with me since that's all he wants to do is eat. Oh, you're in Horsetown. Horsetown, Ocala.
Should do a cook-off.
I am. And when they come up here, they're coming up here in July. So when they come up here, I'm going to do a kids take over TikTok. And I'm going to have them cook with me.
So I'm just going to show you this now. It's changed the texture again because it's cooled down. Can you see the colors?
Yes.
All that sauce that I said it was watery, that was there. There's no water now. Like, it's kind of dissipated. And there is the curry. It's a beautiful, beautiful, lovely tasting curry. I do love the flavour. The chilies are just right. The ginger garlic's just right. I really enjoyed that. I'm going to start washing up. Look. So I need to wash all this up while my wife goes out to enjoy and have a lovely meal and drink.
After you finish cooking.
I'll be
Look at the eyebrow lift.
Contemplating, what I'm going to do for the night.
Do the eyebrow lift.
I'll survive.
Kaz says, "Poor guy." You think you'll survive?
Thank you, Kaz. But anyway, that was good. Like a 2-hour special of meat.
You had to stop and restart.
Palak Gosht, 2-hour special. Happy days. Food Talk TV.
Thank
this is what
you,
it's all
everybody,
about.
for joining.
If you join us, wine and ice cream works for me.
Wine and ice cream.
I'll just have a wine.
I'll have a margarita. Which I don't have any margaritas right now.
I want the cocktail right now. Linda Luhu in the house.
Yes, and Guada, thank you for all the gifts. Thank you for all the likes. Thank you for all the shares. Bobby, thank you always for your time and cooking for us.
Well, thanks for helping out, saying. Don't forget Food Talk TV. This is what you get. You never know what you're going to get. Well, like a box of chocolates. Like, look, you might get a Malteser. You don't know what you're going to get. So you got a 2-hour special today. We've got loads of questions and loads of answers. Introduce you to a lot of our followers on here. Don't forget to follow Food Talk TV. Check all the other creators out, the amazing creators, people like Guada, people like Kunchi, Bella Bops, the rest of, too many to name. Birdie's gone. Forget her.
Yes.
She's gone. Forget her. She did her shift, but she left. She's not staying power. Birdie, you gotta have a little bit more, enthusiasm to stay in. You don't abandon ship and just fuck off and do what you're doing. Stay here. So, loved you, leaved you. Bye-bye. Thank you very much. And it's bang on 6 o'clock. Happy days. Thank you, everyone. Bye.